Hello, my name is CarX82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. Did a little bit, not a whole lot in between episodes. I reorganized some of the fluids down here and I think we got everything we need. I haven't gotten rid of all the export buses, so I can definitely get some more channels down here now. I was debating whether just to kind of leave them just in case we need more different fluids, but basically what I did was put nitrogen and radon in the middle one, so that's shared, and then put oxygen on both sides. So yeah, looks like now we don't really have anything. I don't think we have anything blacklisted except for silicon and this graphite thing, just because I have issues with if I put the, I wonder if I could put it in here actually. When I had the silicon in there with the graphite, telling it to go into the one by itself, like I would have issues with it. Like it would put it in too fast almost, and it wouldn't register with the A. So when I split up the recipes into two different interfaces, it works fine. But I did that before I had two interfaces on this one. So I'm almost thinking maybe we can I can find that graphite, or I can't remember what is it's yeah, it's the graphene, that's what it is. That graphene recipe. There it is. I don't know. We'll try it on here, and how about we just request a bunch of it. It's not that we need a whole lot of it, but about 32. Yeah, see that? I don't know what's doing that. It like messes up when it's on like the same thing. I'm not entirely sure. Like it doesn't, if I put this in, then it'll finish. And I really don't understand what, or no. I need to put this in there. Then it'll recognize it. Then it puts the stuff in there. And I really don't understand why that does that when it's on like the same input bus. It's really confusing. So if I have it split up like this, it should work. Let's see. Yep, see, it works. That's like so weird. Because they're not even on like this. I thought it was maybe something with the silicon ingot. But like, I don't know. That's like really weird. Because it has to, doesn't it have to pull out? Yeah, it has to pull out of the A system to go into, it has to go through the interface into the A system to be put back in here, but somehow it's not registering. That is like the weirdest. I don't understand that at all. But yeah, anyway, so we got nitrogen, oxygen, and radon. And most of the stuff is cooked on radon because that appears to be the easiest fluid to use at the moment. So like infinity catalyst dust, if we want to smelt this for some reason. It's not what I want. Yeah, Oganesson, that's the best, but we need fusion reactors for that, so not going to do that. And then radon is the second one, it looks like. And then all the other ones are higher. So I think difficulty level, radon seems great. It's easy to make, and yeah. So I'm just going to have that for now, and we can maybe look into that, getting that Oganesson, whatever it's called. Or what is it? Oganesson? Yeah. We could maybe look into doing this at some point. Actually, that is quite a large amount, but the problem is you need 1,000 of this per like smelting operation. So I don't know if it's actually worth it for the speed that you gain. Anyway, just wanted to point that out. Also, if we notice, the vacuum freezer is gone because the multi-block mega freezer actually does work. So I was testing it. Right. Why doesn't that want to smelt up? Oh, that was weird. All right, so those should all turn on. Yep, there they go. And then there's the ingots, and they're all gone. So I think it's 12 seconds. Neutronium was about, I can't remember, 37 seconds, I think the neutronium was. Yeah, 14 seconds to cool all those ingots. So that is pretty awesome, and it uses way less power. It's only using 1 volt of UV as opposed to the 4 that I was using when it was over here. So yeah, that's looking pretty good now. So the neutronium, we craft that up. I don't know, why don't we just ask for 100? Sure, why not? And these should all turn on. Look at that. I'm kind of actually amazed they all turn on the exact same time. I guess it outputs all the things, and it takes a second for the multi-block to check. So maybe that's why they all turn on in the exact same time. But yeah, if we look at the thing, it's only 330 seconds now. So that is pretty cool. All right, moving on. Last episode, we went to the Everglades, and unfortunately, it does look like the miner is not going to recognize these ores, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't know. I wonder if like the little one would. Just the regular miner. I'm curious if that would. Do I even have that anywhere anymore? I think it's in the old world. I'm curious if like this would recognize those ores. Not sure. But yeah. Thinking if we do this, that'll hit those down, your whatever they're called. Throw that in there. Should work. Yep. And then we'll get that there. It goes in there. All right, nice. So we should have that. There is this stuff. Now we can put this in a chemical dehydrator. And we can get... Hold on 1 second. My cat is going crazy here. All right, I am back. The moment I hit record, he decides it's time to play. So we're back. Anyway, what I was saying was the erythrocyte, or whatever it's called, can be put in the chemical dehydrator. Do I have it in here, or did I leave it? I think it... We did craft it up for the... when we were doing air filters. So I think I left it over here. Oh, what did I do with it? Did I use it again for something? I feel like I might have used it again. I don't remember where it is. What did I use it for? In here somewhere? Oh, I gotta fix my extruder as well. That's like a whole big ordeal. Not looking forward to doing that, but we're gonna have to do it sooner than later. Banner. It was EV, wasn't it? Dehydrator. All right, so I already have it set up. Nice. All right, so we'll put that in there. And I think we do these 2 cells. And there we go. So there's our ruthenium and there's our ruthenium. Now this is, we're kind of cheesing this, I think, because obviously when you first get to this stage, you have to go through like the whole platinum chain. But since I'm already like in the Everglades and stuff, we can kind of cheese this. I mean, we're at endgame here. So we're coming in pretty far into the back. Oh, and all the fluids have gotten new textures in the fluid terminal, so that is really cool. You can actually find the fluids that we're looking for instead of 16 different white ones. All right, but there is that. Now, I think we're gonna cheese this a bit, and let me set these aside. See if maybe we wanna... I'm gonna check out the platinum whole thing at some point, but because I do want to see like the whole new process. It's a very involved thing if you want to get all the byproducts from that. But I think for now we might actually just... Jesus. Oh, wait a second. Am I gonna be able to craft these? I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't think that recipe is gonna work anymore. I'm gonna have to... And these are the same, right? Kind of finding out all the different recipes that have been broken. Right, this is the extruder. Well, the wires should be working, don't they? What's going on here? Why is the wire factory broken? Does this require a certain amount of casings as well? Looks like 32. Dang it, both of these are broken because I think they require more casings now. Let me see if we can, I mean, this one's an easy fix. We can just, put these on a chest, I guess it would be. Where's my chest recipe? Isn't it? Why did my recipe disappear? Isn't it on one of the... I don't remember where it is. On one with circuit of 8. Ah, right. Was it just there and I didn't even... Yeah. Oh, that's kind of funny. I was totally looking for the brown one, and I was like, where is it? Right there. Come on, I need spruce. There we go. I love that. That is so crazy fast. All right, let me fix this and get these data thingies crafted up. Yeah, I don't think that recipe is going to work. I'm going to have to go back to the old SMD one until I can get the multi-block crafted up, which is kind of what we're working towards right now. So yeah, let me get this fixed and I'll put it... I'm just going to do a chest. Probably underneath. Similar to these, and then just pipe it up, I think. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, let me cut here and we will be back. And quick update, as expected, this recipe no longer works in the assembly machine. So I'm gonna have to do the old way. Kind of do it a little bit manually here. I don't know if I haven't decided if I'm going to change these recipes because they're going to be crafted in the multi-block eventually. So I feel like it's pointless to change them again. So yeah, let me get these crafted up and we will come back. All right, got the data orbs. That wasn't actually that bad at all, to be honest. I have most of the stuff already on auto crafting. So gonna scan these and then probably just kind of for the moment get the rhodium and the ruthenium or whatever it's called. We're just gonna replicate it at the moment because there's very long and involved processes for them. And we'll get into this at some point, but right at the moment, I would like to get the assembler, the circuit assembler up and running, and then I think we can start looking at the platinum. I don't know how necessary it is that we're going to have to do this because I have passed a lot of the stuff that this platinum, the new platinum process, like gates. I've like passed a lot of it because I'm already at endgame, and I have a lot of the metals. So you get iridium from it, but I already have 100,000. Osmium you get, but I have 92,000. So like it's not super necessary that I get it set up, but I want to check it out because it looks like it's very involved, and I think that will be fun to kind of set up and see it all running. But for the moment, I think we are just gonna replicate this stuff and see. That's a long scanning recipe for sure. All right, so let me get this stuff kind of scanned up and I guess start replicating some of this. And yeah, one of the big issues is Steve's Factory Manager. Every single fluid has got screwed up. So we're talking dozens of fluids that have been screwed up. And I don't know what caused it, and I don't know if there's a way to fix it, but every soldering alloy has turned to hypochlorous acid, and this has turned to bisphenol, the lubricant. So I have to go through every single one of these and switch it back to the original fluid. So that is like crazy annoying. Every single fluid on this thing has screwed up. Molten meteoric iron instead of Nequadria. There's the soldering alloy again. I mean, at least it's the same for every single one. So like, okay, I know that's lubricant. But I have to like check the bucket. I can't just switch this fluid. I have to delete it. So I have to like check the amounts for every single one. So that's a lot of work there to get that fixed, unfortunately. So yeah, and the other thing I didn't realize, but this whole setup I had, which was, you know, checking to see if we had the fluids in the thing and they would melt it down. Well, that was just running permanently because the fluids had screwed up. So it was checking to see if this had molten infused gold. Obviously that is not what it needed, so it continually crafted everything up. But at this point, these materials aren't even that like difficult to get anymore. Like gallium arsenic and molten vanadium gallium aren't even like that big of a deal. I have thousands and thousands of all these things, so it's actually not even a problem anymore that all these pipes have been completely filled with all these fluids. As we can see, Nequada and vanadium gallium. And so I think what I'm going to do is just break all this down and not even worry about that. We'll just auto export whatever needs to go in there, and Yeah, we'll just get rid of all that Steve sector render. It worked at the time when I didn't want to use up hundreds of vanadium gallium, for instance. Which, wonder why that hasn't continued to, like, this is completely full. Wonder why it stopped there. Oh, maybe it's checking. No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to kind of look at that. Anyway, let me come back in a little while. It's going to take some time to get this stuff scanned here. We said we're only there. And I have another one to do. I wonder how long this is going to take. 42,000 seconds. Maybe, I was going to say, maybe I should build a better thing, but what would I can't craft the circuits. The circuits are like the big problem. So that's why that's the main goal here. Like if I wanted to do a scanner, like ZPM, I can't craft any of these circuits. So yeah. Let me come back in a little while. And I got the ruthenium and the rhodium scanned up. It took a while, but we got that. So I'm just basically oh my goodness, replicating. I couldn't even think of the word there. It's 80 seconds in the, these are IV, right? Or is this, I can't remember. Is this LUV? Where are you? Yeah, LUV. So it's 80 seconds in the LUV replicator. I really should look into getting better replicators, but yeah, a little problem with the circuits at the moment. So maybe that is something to look into once we get the, not the crop one. Producing that? Not producing it, elemental. I guess it just sounds kind of weird. Yeah, so kind of curious what we're looking at. Oh yeah, lots of emitters. Just UV circuits. That's actually not that bad. I just can't craft them yet because all my recipes are broken. All right, let me get some of this. I think got a couple of that. Oh, I'm getting these two things mixed up. All right, so we got two of those already, and then iridium. And then I guess, is that... Man, I'm going to keep forgetting what... Ruridite? Is that what it's called? Yeah, ruridite. And that doesn't need a mixer, or it doesn't need a circuit. Worries me a little bit, though, because if I put it in the mixer... Is it gonna, like, is the iridium gonna conflict with other things? No clue. But I gotta work out the mixer situation anyway. So many of the recipes are kind of conflicting. So I'm gonna need more of these. And I'm also probably gonna need another one of those. So maybe time to think about that. I don't know. I like this building. I don't want to like mess it up. But we might have to. There is all the shapes that I don't have things for. I replaced all these with the original casings that I built to fix the extrusion thing. All right, so that, we got that. And then Aurora, yeah, there we go. So there is that. I guess we'll throw it in here for now. Yeah, osmiridium, I don't know if does there any use for osmiridium anymore? I have no idea. Because the only use, I think, was the LUV circuits, but that is no longer a thing anymore, so... Do I even need that recipe anymore? No clue. Alright, so what are we looking at with this? It's an LUV thing, so I don't see why we would have an issue. Yeah, same kind of thing. Alright. I mean, this is an MV, and it's pretty low. But 1300 seconds? That's, when you actually get to it, is that... Because I'm way over what it would be at this point. So yeah, definitely different kind of like 2 seconds. Yeah, I mean, like, it's so overclocked at this point. But I'm curious what it would be when you're actually at the correct tier. But there we go. So there is that. And then I need to do some recipes for all the... Actually, it's just the... We're only going to use it for the... Yeah, we're just using it for the fine wires, aren't we? I don't think they replaced anything else. It's just the motor. Just the osmiridium, I think, is what got changed, right? I don't think they replaced any of the like anything else. Like, yeah, this is still all HSS, and yeah, none of that changed. I don't think it's just the osmiridium changed. About like these, anything? Ah, okay. So this changed a little bit, man. I'm gonna have to like figure out every single thing that has changed. Ooh boy. Yeah, and that changed to that. All right, so there are. I'm gonna have to, man, get a couple more. That didn't change, I don't think. Piston. See, that didn't change. Either that. Pump. No. All right. So emitter changed to the rods, and the sensor changed to plates. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna need to get this set up for plates and rods, which that isn't that big of a deal. I don't. Well, the rods are a little bit because I don't have enough. I don't have enough things anymore. On the yeah, I gotta sort this out sooner than later, that's for sure, because all these, yeah, these aren't, there we go, like that one, none of these are actually in a thing. All right, so I gotta have to get this kind of figured out here. Dang it, I was hoping I wouldn't have to. Anyway, let me cut here and we'll come back. And just a quick update, I am placing all the things with the recipes with the Ruridit, however I can, Ruridit, I guess. And I gotta change all these things. So LUV motor, bit annoying, but not too bad, because I mean most of the recipes haven't changed. Like for the most part, it's just a couple things here and there. The one problem is all these fluids. So that is definitely a bit of a pain. So this one is soldering, and it needs 144. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm trying to just keep it the same because it erases the buckets a specific amount. So, and this one's going to be lubricant, and it needs 250. Wish there was a way to like change everything, like all and everything that has like that. Yeah, this is definitely a bit annoying, but like I said, I don't have to like change, like any of this stuff is all stayed the same, which is nice. So like that's same, it's just the what was this one? Lubricant 250, right? All right, so that's changed. And I think that hopefully will, everything, yeah, everything's empty. So if I do a motor, yep, so that's there. Oh, another thing, I don't know if I can't remember if I mentioned this, but the power usage of this thing has been completely like buffed, I guess it would say, or nerfed. I don't know how you want to say it, but it used to use up like UV or whatever. Now we're looking at like 2000. It's like EV power. So the power usage of this is completely changed. I think this one's even gone down a bit too. It's only 1,000, and then but this one is still like the thing. But this means you can run this off basically. I probably could just power this from there actually, instead of having it run off these lines. I'm just a little bit, actually no, because this is only pulling like 1 amp and this is only pulling like 1 amp now. So I don't have to worry about the things conflicting because they're the same line is joined both of those. But yeah, so that's only like 2 amps. It's when I have the quantum computer on that I may have issues with the vacuum freezer and this fighting over the amps. But all right, let's see what's going on here. Right, yeah, I haven't figured this out yet, so it doesn't have a recipe. So, yep, so there it is. Let me, I don't know if you can switch out. Can you do this? I don't even know. Like, if I switch that out, will it update? I don't know if it will. No, it doesn't look like it did. Let's do, HSS. Just craft up a new one. Oh, yeah, that's... Wait, doesn't that... I swear, sometimes, yeah. Okay, see, it didn't recognize it. Sometimes, you know what it is? I think I just realized. If you pull a recipe out and then switch it, that's exactly what it is. All right, I just figured that out. Like, if I pull this recipe out, and we'll see. Okay, so it's Econoly. Yeah, so there's no recipe. Let's just, I'm testing this now. So, and there it is. All right, so if I pull this out, and I just click on this, say, iridium rod, it's not going to show up in the thing. But if I pull it out and say, pull out the tungsten rod and put that in, it shows up. All right, so that's what's doing it. I didn't realize that's what was doing it. So if you just click on the thing, it's not going to show up. You have to pull it out and put it in a blank slot for it to show up on the thing. Good to know for future. All right, so is it crafting? I feel like it's not crafting. Because that's only like a second. This only should take like a second. I didn't finish the thing. That's right. Output. Bitwire. Yeah, so just gonna take some time, like I said, to fix all these recipes. I know like Steve's Factory Manager is not the best for this, but I just don't know open computers, so that yeah, I'm just gonna stick with Steve's Factory Manager for the moment, I think. Did something... Did I do something wrong there? The things should be in there, right? Do I need to change the... I bet you the data stick's wrong. I'm gonna have to change all these data sticks, aren't I? Is that... I bet that's what the issue is. So like this electric motor is gonna have the wrong data on it. I'm gonna have to switch that out, I bet. All right. Let me... Wait, is that... No, is that... No, I don't know. I feel like... I'm trying to think here. Yeah, that... I think I may have to, because the recipe changed. Yeah, I'll have to do that, won't I? Let me quickly do this, and I gotta scan a new, what is it? LUV. Let's... Yeah, it's the MV motor. Let's get one of those crafted up. Let me scan it and then see if that makes a difference. And I got the new scanning recipe, so let's see if this is what needed to be done. So there we go, there's the new thing. Wow, totally hit the wrong thing. And there it goes. All right, so it does look like we need to re-scan the data sticks, and for, oh man, it's still, we're gonna have to do every one. Luckily it is LEV stuff, because having to scan like these would be annoying. Like having to scan an assembler recipe to get the next one is a bit annoying, but the IV stuff is super easy to make. Except for like the robot arm that needs the circuits now. Alright, but we're making slowly progress here, kind of finding out what's changed and what we need to fix and what's broken and all sorts of stuff. So it's a bit slow going at the moment, but hopefully we can kind of ramp this up here pretty quickly now that I kind of know what we're dealing with here. I got some of this scanning up here too, so that is pretty good. And like I said, eventually we will get the platinum, that huge processing chain. I can really kind of quickly... Actually, we will look at that next episode, because this episode's running quite a bit long. So yeah, beginning of next episode, we'll kind of maybe take a look at a little bit at the platinum chain, just to kind of see what's involved in it. But I am definitely trying to get this built up before, sooner than later, because yeah, I want to be able to craft up the circuits. So yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.